Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Giles. It's Niko from Cliff Jones RV over here in Sealy. I want to make this video for you to tell you more about the 2019 Winnebago Micro Minnie 21BH that we have available at a discounted price. So I know that you're also considering the Forest River Grey Wolf 19SM. That's a great RV, and honestly I have sold a couple of those since they came out, but the Winnebago is really a step above. One thing about the Winnebagos versus all the other brands out there is that they are a real manufacturer. So what that means is they have less components that are outsourced from other companies, and they make much of their constructed materials in-house. And one really cool thing about the Winnebagos is that they do have serial numbers for all the doors and things like that. So getting parts is a lot more efficient. If you ever need to replace something, they do keep molds in stock of the doors and different components that go into it. So for many years to come, if you ever need to replace something on your RV, they make it that much easier to get the parts that are needed for whatever you need, nearly anything on this RV. So now the construction on these is really one of the best out there. You have the fiberglass outside, of course. You have the TPO roof, which is a felt and vinyl material. So most RVs out there are going to be rubber for cost efficiency, but with the TPO, it's a felt and vinyl material, so it requires less maintenance. It's more, it rejects more UV rays than the rubber roof. And then also, if you're inspecting your roof, you're less likely to slip because of the construction. It's a little bit easier, a little bit safer to maneuver on your roof versus the rubber. And then also the chassis on these they have some of the best weight distribution out there, and also they're more resistant to rust and corrosion due to their construction and their powder coat finishing. So also the way that the chassis is constructed, it's not welded, it's bolted on. So if a weld ever breaks, it costs a bit more to fix that rather than just replace it with an automotive style bolt like the Winnebagos use. So starting out up front, it does have an electric tongue jack. So that will help you when you hook and unhook your RV. All you have to do is press a button instead of hand cranking. And also it does have a light here, so that just makes it so much easier when you're hooking up your RV in all lighting conditions. You do have two large propane tanks here, so whenever you're going out in your RV, you have plenty of juice for your gas and electric water heater, the stove, the oven, and also the furnace. It does have a diamond plate here to protect you from rocks and debris whenever you're going down the road. The great thing about this RV, even though it's on the shorter side, it does have pass-through storage. So honestly, a lot of the RVs that are in this class are not going to have pass-through because usually the water heater is on the opposite side here. But great thing about this one, it is pass-through, and as you can see, it is aluminum construction. So everything on the Winnebagos is framed out with aluminum so that it's stronger and lighter, in addition to the chassis and the fiberglass outside. And then also you do have a battery disconnect conveniently located right here. So if you ever store your RV, all you have to do is flip a switch. You don't have to disconnect your battery manually, requiring tools and removing the bolts from the terminals and things like that. All you have to do is flip a switch, and it makes it that much easier to keep your RV stored. Another great thing about the storage doors on this RV is that they do use magnets instead of clips. So the great thing about the magnets, they're not going to become brittle and break over time like the cheaper plastic components. And then also, if you forget that you have a latch on here and you just rip it out on accident, you'd have to replace that. But the magnets make it that much easier. And also, it is a slam door, kind of like a fifth wheel. So that's a really nice feature. The Winnebagos are really eye-catching because of their finish. They use mobile classic paint. And the thing about it, if you look at really, really closely, at the finish on these, you really can't see the fiberglass, the little fiberglass materials like you can see on others. I know it's kind of hard on the camera to see, but if you compare this one in person to other brands that are out there, the finish is much thicker. It will last a lot longer, and also gives you better insulation because of its thickness as well. So the great thing about the windows, they are tinted, so it offers you more privacy and more energy efficiency. I know that tinting RVs can be rather expensive. I had a customer do it on a fifth wheel, and it was between $1,500 to $2,000, so that is built-in value. And then also, it will keep your RV cooler because it will reject UV rays more, so it's more energy efficient. That way your AC doesn't have to work as hard to cool down. Really great thing about this unit as well is that it does have a window in the door. So I know a lot of people like to do DIY things with RVs, but the great thing is it comes from the factory this way, so you don't have to worry about taking the door off and altering it yourself. You know, you're covered by a warranty on this, and the window's tinted as well. And it does have a friction hinge door, kind of same thing as on the storage doors. You don't have the plastic latches on the door or on the wall, so those aren't going to become brittle and break over time. You also won't accidentally forget about it, or if one of your friends, you know, forgets about it, accidentally rips it out. You know, you don't have to worry about that with the friction hinge. And then also it does have a screen door, so if you want to get good cross ventilation going, this RV actually has 2 vents, so you can open up, one in the bathroom, one over the bed. So imagine you're in Niagara Falls during the fall. You know, if you want to go dry camping, not have to run a generator, or if you don't have power, you know, you can get good cross ventilation going without using any electricity. And then also it has a patented door opening system here to where you can't open it without letting any bugs in. Also on this unit, it does have an extra large door handle. It has 3 different positions. So, you know, some RVs have a tiny little door handle right here, but with this one it has a very large secure door handle so that people of all ages can easily get in and out. And also you do have the 2 entrance steps right there. And this is the gas and electric water heater. It is a 6-gallon rapid heat. That way, as long as you have propane or main power, you will have hot water. And of course, it does have an electric awning. It's 13 feet. And it does have LED lights here as well. So if you want to camp at night, you can illuminate your area with the energy efficient LED lights. You do also have marine grade speakers out here as well. That way you can hook up a TV out here, listen to music, you know, watch the game, whatever you'd like to do underneath the comfort of your awning. And this is where the freshwater connection is. So if you want to go dry camping, you can keep your tank filled, so you can take potable water with you no matter where you go. This one actually has the off-road package, so these are 15-inch tires, so it will tow a lot better versus others that have smaller tires like the 14-inch. And of course it is a tandem axle, so that's more safe, and it will tow a lot better versus a single axle. This does have a range hood as well in the kitchen that actually works. So if you want to vent your fumes, you know, while you're cooking, so that way your RV doesn't smell like food all day, you can do that. It really does work. I'll show you more about that as we go inside. And it does have grounded electrical connections here as well. If you want to hook up a TV outside or anything else, you also have your cable hookup. This is a black tank flush. The really great thing about the black tank flush is that, you know, if your RV doesn't have it, you have to do the old ice trick and put ice down your toilet, so that way it'll shake everything off when you go down the road, or you have to get a wand and stick it down the toilet. In either case, you have to get your hands a little bit dirty. With this black tank flush, it does a very efficient job, the nozzles, of cleaning out your tanks, reduces smell, also gives you more accurate readings on your sewer tank level. This RV does have a propane furnace, and this is where it will exhaust to. The good thing being on this side, you know, if it's colder outside, you can kind of heat your general area with the furnace, so that does help. Coming around the back, these spare tires conveniently located on the back in case you ever need it. It does have an outside shower with hot and cold water, so if you're at the beach and the sun's setting, it's getting a little cool outside, you can wash your feet off before you go in. That way you don't have to get your RV dirty. And great thing about this RV, it is prepped for a backup camera. So backup cameras save lives. If you'd like to get more information on adding one, we can certainly do that. And this is the ladder that is included with this RV. So that way you can inspect your roof as you should. You don't need a secondary ladder. It's already included. That way you can inspect your roof no matter where you are. On this side we have your hookups for cable on the right over there, and satellite on the left. Also, because this RV is only about 21 foot, it is 30 amp service with 1 AC, so this is where main power is. And this is really awesome. You have access to underneath the bed here. Tons of storage. This huge door. And this is the single slide. And then you have the other side of the pass-through storage here. Alright, now we can go inside. Okay. We'll give you a 360 view here. Alright, so here we are inside the Micro Minnie 2100BH. This one does have a queen bed, and on this one you have overhead storage. The great thing about the cabinetry in the Micro Minis and the Winnebagos in general is that they do have the Morrison tension construction on the cabinetry, so this is much better versus the other components that are out there because they're less likely to delaminate with humidity. So not only is the wood very beautiful, but it will last you a long time. And then you know, in case you ever want to go dry camping, like right here, the great thing is you know, it's almost 100 degrees outside, and I let it cool down by opening a couple windows, and then opened up this vent right here, and then also the vent that's in the bathroom because I just have a battery pack hooked up so I can show you all the lights on and everything. But that's really great. And then this RV does have a 13,500 BTU AC, and it does have a quick dump feature. So all you have to do, it is ducted in here, so if you want all the cold air to drop right here in the middle, you just keep it open. If you want to circulate more evenly, just close it, and it is ducted. You have one duct right here, and you can control the flow of it from here as well. And the dinette, you know, you could easily sleep 2 people right here if you ever needed to, although you have the 2 bunks in the back, but you know, can never have enough sleeping space. So really the whole family could sit here, enjoy a meal, play Monopoly, a card game, whatever you'd like. And then also there is storage underneath here as well, so it's even more functional. And here we go to the teddy bear dual single bunks here. And great thing is the kids have their own light right here, and also you have dual USB chargers to keep all your devices charged. There's also another window right here if you want to get cross ventilation going. And then this one also, you have a dedicated light back here for a reading light. And then there is also storage, as I showed you outside, from right here as well with this little netting. Coming to the bathroom, you might hear a fan going because I do have the fantastic vent open right now. That way it cools it down in here a little bit while I'm not on power. And great thing is you do have 2 ducts in here for AC, so it'll keep it plenty cool in here if you're changing or you just need to cool down. And one great thing I really like about the Winnebagos is they have huge showers. So even on these shorter models, you know, I can go ahead and show you here. You know, I'm about 6 foot tall, so I still have a little bit of headroom with this skylight here. But, you know, being that it's only about 20 foot long, you still have plenty of room in here to change, do whatever you need to do. And also it does have a stainless steel shower head, which is the cheaper plastic ones that are out there, so that's a nice touch. And the refrigerator on this one is a 8 cubic foot gas and electric. So the great thing about that, you know, no matter where you are, as long as you have propane or main power, you can keep your food cold. There you go. And this one does have a residential power microwave. It is 1,000 watts. That way whenever you heat up food, it doesn't take as long versus others that are out there. This is a range hood that I was talking about outside. So if you're cooking bacon and eggs in the morning and you want to vent out the food, all the food smell, you know, you just crank that up and it'll bring it right out. That way your RV doesn't smell like it all day long. And you do have the more efficient 3-burner cooktop style here. Great thing about this is that you don't need any specialty pots and pans. Any regular style will work. And then also they do have igniters on the stove top, so you don't have to light them manually. And then here's the oven. Good size oven. One really great thing about the Winnebagos is that they do use stainless steel sinks, so these are more sanitary. They're not going to capture bacteria. And also if you pour coffee or soda down here, it's not going to stain like the cheaper plastic ones will, so that's a really nice touch. And also for storage, you still have plenty of storage here and room for your utensils and everything. And this one does include a TV right here. Also you have a radio that's all in one, AM, FM, CD, DVD, Bluetooth, and it does have USB input as well. So that's really nice. You can play nearly anything through it. And then here's your main control panel. So you have the controls for the awning, the slide, tank levels, and your lights right here. Well, okay, Mr. and Mrs. Giles, again, it's Niko from Cliff Jones RV in Sealy. I want to make this video for you to tell you more about this RV. I am working on getting some numbers for you. We will get you the absolute best price possible, but more importantly, we will take care of you after the sale. I know that I've had some customers do some research online, and some places can take 5 or 6 months just to get to your RV. So with us, we pride ourselves on service after the sale. We don't have that long of a waiting period. We have 3 certified technicians here with many years of experience between them. So anytime you need an adjustment, anything like that done, we will take care of it very quickly. And then also, as a courtesy to our customers, to protect your investment, we offer you complimentary 32-point inspection once a year after the sale. And I know some places can charge you up to even $1,000 for that. So with us, that is included. That way we can address any preventive maintenance that you might need to do to protect your investment. So I just want to let you know a couple of things while I crunch the numbers for you. Please give me a call whenever you see this, 979-253-2611. Thank you so much for watching.